In 2012, in the small town of Clearwater, Oregon, a woman named Denise Harper stopped paying rent on her storage unit. It wasn't unusual, people fall behind all the time, but what made this case unforgettable is what the auctioneers found inside when the lock was finally cut. The unit was neatly organized at first glance, stacks of boxes labeled kitchen, toys, and clothes. But behind those boxes, under a dusty blue tarp, sat an old chest freezer, still plugged in, humming faintly. The smell hit them before they even lifted the lid. Inside were black trash bags, duct-taped tight, and when police arrived, what they found would horrify even the most seasoned detectives. Inside were human remains, wrapped in plastic, frozen solid. The medical examiner confirmed they belonged to a man in his 40s, later identified as Denise's husband, Mark Harper, who'd been missing for over 5 years. The official story was that he left suddenly one night after an argument. Denise had told friends he'd taken off for good, and the police never questioned it. No signs of foul play, no reports of violence. But the investigation into that freezer revealed something darker. Neighbors remembered hearing loud banging coming from the Harper garage late one night in 2007, followed by the sound of a car starting and leaving. Denise claimed she was alone that evening, but detectives uncovered credit card receipts showing she'd bought a large chest freezer and rolls of duct tape the very next morning. When they searched her home, they found bleach stains in the garage and a single key that matched the storage unit's lock. The most haunting part? She had visited that unit every month for years, paying just enough to keep it active, wiping down the freezer, and leaving flowers on top of it. When questioned, Denise initially denied everything, but during interrogation, something strange happened. She asked the detectives if they'd heard the freezer running before they opened it. When they said yes, she smiled and whispered, "Then you woke him up." From that moment, her demeanor changed completely, calm, detached, almost peaceful. She confessed that she'd killed Mark after years of alleged abuse, claiming it was self-defense, but her story didn't line up with the evidence. The autopsy revealed multiple blunt force injuries and post-mortem freezing, suggesting deliberate concealment. What made the case even more unsettling was what police later found on Denise's old laptop. There were journal entries, hundreds of them, documenting her visits to the storage unit, written as though Mark was still alive inside that freezer. In one entry, she wrote, "He's quiet now, but I still feel him watching me." Detectives couldn't determine if it was guilt, delusion, or something far more sinister, but several officers reported strange occurrences while processing the evidence. One described hearing knocking from inside the freezer even after it had been unplugged for hours. Another claimed that when he reviewed the storage unit's security footage, the timestamp skipped every night at 3:12 a.m., the same minute Mark's time of death was estimated. Denise Harper was eventually sentenced to life in prison without parole, but she never showed remorse. During her final statement, she told the court, "I kept him where he belonged, cold and close." After the trial, the storage facility shut down the entire building and eventually demolished it. But people who live near that lot still claim that on quiet nights, you can hear the low hum of a freezer running somewhere beneath the ground. No one knows if it's just the power lines or if it's something still waiting to be opened.